What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more World of Tanks sub replays for you. And no, I'm in fixed. He must be looking at that mountain. It's pretty sweet. It's got really high pen, and I don't think you can pen it. So as you can see here, these are 8.10 replays, and I have the 8.10 mod pack installed. Thanks go out to Blackshot and Gopher, Evil Gopher. Blackshot runs the mod pack. Usually he updates it every time a new version of the game comes out. This time around, though, he got a new machine for Christmas, and he still doesn't have his watt completely up. He's having some kind of glitches or something. So he asked Gopher if he'd put the mod pack together this time around. And Gopher said, sure, no problem, bro. He did it, and they posted it. The link's in the video description. Go get it. It's pretty awesome. So this is Melties. There are two versions, Melties, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but I like Melties a little bit better. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it. Melties aimer right here. It's pretty sweet, though. 27 rounds, you can see on the right. 7.68 reload speed, 1920 hit points, and there's a bunch of stuff when you sight in on somebody, you get a lot more information. So I didn't realize how much I missed having a mod pack until I loaded this thing. It's been a little while since I had one, and man, it just makes a huge difference. So he's pulling up right here into this nice position on Northwest, which is I think a North American map. And this was actually sent to me by Peter VP and approved by Bandito and I think Captain Obvious. In his 6th sense going off, he's been spotted. I don't know by who, probably somebody we can't see yet. But he's got some good angling here, and I love that mod that shows the angle of your armor. Let me see if I can actually change it. Yeah, I can. So that's the actual angle of his armor if you're shooting at him from right there. So as you can see here, 250, 243 and 260, whatever. You can see at the bottom of the aiming reticle, it shows you your pen relative to distance, and then it shows the armor of the guy on the right. Your pen's on the left, their armor's on the right. So that's showing you that's easy pen, no problem. We've also got back the damage indicator, what direction it's coming from. I like that, how many seconds it's been. You can also see the guy's reload rate, 13.7. You can see that on the top right there. That's the enemy's reload rate, and I think that's the amount of damage the enemy has, but I'm not positive. I like this. It's going to take a little getting used to, but I do like this sight. I think I'm going to keep it. So he's doing pretty good here. Also, we've got the mod that tells you how many damage you've done, 976. What it doesn't tell you is each shot and what you hit. I wish we had that back, but we don't, so whatever. So anyway, their team is having a real hard time here. They're already down 3 tanks. Looks like the guys in the north pretty much died. So Peter, Vice President Peter is the last guy left here. Really, what's happening here is those guys are not angling their armor properly. The E75, the reason I wanted to show you this replay is it's one of the last heavies that actually has good armor. The only way you can really kind of tear up the armor is by shooting gold or you know, shooting at the side of the armor, which apparently didn't go through right there, which it should. 40 millimeters of thickness. I think it's just because he probably hit the track is what he did. I wish it would tell you if you hit the track. So you don't want to obviously just put your side armor out like that. I don't know what this guy was thinking. The E75 over on their team is pretty bad, and he's just getting pounded in the face because of it. So it looks like the enemy damage is not really updating. That could be Peter's damage, but I don't think so. Later in the game you'll see. I don't think the percentage is correct on that site. So doing pretty good so far. He's got 13 rounds of gold loaded. Seems like a lot. Again, the auto fire extinguisher, part of that's because it oh, that's cool. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what mod that is, but look, you can see the dings and stuff. That is so neat. And of course, when I do this, I can't see anything because 8.10 sucks. That is cool. So I think probably the green means ding, right? Yeah, red is hit. See the hit on the side? Here it is. Will it do it? Yeah, see that? There's the hit. Oh, that is so cool. I don't know what mod that is, but that is neat. That really is going to help you figure out where you're dinging and where you're getting hit. So there's an M6 sitting out. Not a good idea. Boom! Shoots a little bit too late to get the full damage there, but takes him out. There's the Indian Panzer. He's not doing too bad, but he's also not doing that great. Well, actually, no, he is doing pretty good. I think he's only taking... No, it looks like he's taking 2 hits from that guy. He's already got 2,000 damage here. Really nice game so far. It's not that hard to get a good game on the E75, though. It's a really good tank. It's, I want to say it's one of the top tier 9s. Probably is the top tier 9 for heavies. There is an autoloader, T54E1, but I don't think it's better than this tank. The M103 gives it a good run for the money, probably because the M103's gun's a little bit better and it's more mobile. The armor layout on the M103 is really good as well, but I think the E75 just takes the cake. I think its armor is just better. The lower plate on this thing is ridiculous. I don't know what it is. I really need to get that the new application. It's like Tank, what's it? Tank Analyzer, I think. I need to download it and install it. I'm probably going to use it as part of my guides from here on out. It tells you lots of good stats and you can compare tanks and stuff. So he's doing really well here. His team's still down 5 tanks. Looks like the South is really starting to crumble. ISU 152's finally moving up. Another cool thing, we've got, wait, where is it? Wait, here we go. Indian Panzer, boom! We got the map thing up in the front like we used to have. That's really cool, especially when I'm trying to tell you what's going on here. So, chasing down the Indian Panzer, which is probably good that he egressed out of that situation. There's no way an Indian Panzer is going to stand up to an E75. Unless he can circle him, there's really just not much space to maneuver around here. So, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. E75 or Indian Panzer also really not known for its armor. It can get kind of good bounces off that top plate because it's so angled, but generally you're going to have a bad time in it. So, boom, against one of the new German TDs, which I really need to get that box tank done, or the VW bus finished. So let's get a, shot on the Arty. No, it hits the wall. His upper plate is fairly flat right here, so he really needs to be careful, especially right there. Oh God, he got lucky, and I think the German guy probably just didn't know what he was doing right there. They're both German tanks. The TD. Oh yeah, here we go. Troll shot right into the S51. Indian Panzer basically just keeping him lit up, which is why he bailed. He moved back. That's what he's doing here. He's like, hey guys, take this guy out. I'm leading him right into. There he gets a shot right in the. Let's see where he got hit. I love that new system where we can. Well, let's let him move a little bit. Okay, right on the side armor. So the E75 is not really known for good side armor. It's not bad. See, like you can see the angle right there. It's actually pretty good. It's not really bad. It's I think it's like 80 or 90 or something like that. I want to say. I'm not positive. Well, here, let's just look. Let's just look at what the exact side armor is. 120? Oh, that must be the turret. Yeah, that's the turret, I think. Because I think the side armor is 80. Would really be nice to have those stats in game, wouldn't it? Anyway, he's really working this guy. Oh, doesn't make it through, and he gets hit again. Probably by the Arty. Well, we'll just check it out, right? We got that thing. And I can't see anything. Where'd he get hit? Yeah, dude. Well, it's in the cupola. Again, 810 sucks. I can't even zoom in. Look at that. Come on. How am I supposed to see the replay like this? Now it's really jacked up. Okay, yeah, top of the cupola right there. So that could have been really anybody. That was probably the German TD. Shoots into the dirt. Now he's got 3 or 4 guys over here on him. 2 pretty high tier, the new German TDs. Boom, he gets shot in the face. And I think these are tier 8s. And you can't see which tier they are. That sucks. Oh no, these are the Waffle PZ4s. Those are tier 9s. So these are really good tanks. He's fighting 2 really good TDs, and boom, right into the chin. Took one in the chin right there, man. Look at that, 20 millimeters of armor. Yeah, you're going right through on that. You're dead. 82% damage. It's hard to say who that is. I think this is just like a troll shot. Look at that troll shot. Look at that. Great accuracy on this gun. The E75 is a beast. I kind of still wish I had mine. I sold it for credits. Didn't, well, and the turret is known for getting those weird bounces. You got to be careful when you aim for that cupola. But anyway, I kind of wish I still had my E75, but I sold it for credits because I have to buy new tanks all the time. I can't just sit, keep a tank around that's worth that much money. Now he's loading his gold. He ran out of AP. This should make his job a lot easier. He's down 136 hit points. One unlucky HE shell is going to end it for him. The Indian Panzer still being really smart, just spotting. But now it's like, I don't know who you're spotting for because, well, there are still 2 TDs, and he's kind of right out in the open. Oh, this is, I think, the Tier 8 the new German TDs. This could be Tier 7. Let's look. Yeah, this is the Tier 7. And the Nashorn, right? Isn't this the Nashorn? Anyway, he's taking him out. Oh, he's getting so lucky. He's even shooting down right, and he could shoot, because here's what he could do, and he kills him, but he could shoot right down into the upper plate, or the top plate. Why can't, you guys need to fix this. He could shoot right down into that top plate there. Not the top plate, but the flat top part, you know? So, yeah, okay. So anyway, he takes him out as he's tracked. Already have all kinds of time to drop bombs on him, but either they can't get shots or they're ignoring him, and I'm not really sure what they're doing. So the South has crumbled. They're pretty much out of the game. Yeah, the South is out of the game. They got 1 heavy left. Where is he? No, they don't. It says they have a heavy. What the hell heavy is that? And the Indian Panzer finally goes down. Hellboy did a really amazing job here, I would say. His job really was spotting this guy. And all those TDs just couldn't take this guy out. Got really close, but just no cigar. There's a T-28 Pro. Oh, that should have been a kill right there. What a troll ding. Off 100, like, maybe 140 millimeters of armor right there, maybe. Gets another sweet ding, probably off the top plate, I think. I can't really see, and this replaces... Oh, here we go. Oh, it looks like off the mantlet? I don't even see that ding. It's getting lots of dings off that nice armor on the turret there. So he's clicking around saying, let's get that guy killed, or at least spot him or something. But they lost one of their TDs. Probably from an arty kill. I don't know who killed that guy. I wasn't watching. So, that GW Tiger has no kills. Why is this? He should have some kills. He's got a huge bomb on that thing. So, there's the pro. Oh, here's the arty. Here's the arty. Get the kill. Get the kill shot. Yes! In your face. So he's down. One less arty to worry about and getting pounded in the face. Now, since he's shooting gold, this shouldn't be that big of a deal to hit this T-28 Pro. T-28 Pro has pretty troll armor, but not when you're shooting gold. Let's see what his pen is anyway. Yeah, 285 pen should go through his armor. We will see. We shall see. I mean, you still have to aim. It's not... Because I figured, like, when you have 300 pen, I mean, obviously you always have to aim. I'm not saying don't aim. But what I'm saying is, you know, 200 pen versus 300 pen is a huge difference. I mean, that's gigantic. So, let's see what happens here. Okay, okay, can he get a shot? Yes! Angled down on the lower plate there. Let's see. So, yeah, 150 armor for 282 pen shell. So, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Shooting down into the top plate from above, no-brainer right there. That's kind of what that Tier 7 TD should have been doing. That kind of stuff. If he had melties, he probably could have known where to shoot him because he would see what kind of armor he's shooting at versus the penetration of his shell. So he's got 44 hit points left. I think the T-28 probably hit him with an HE round and just try to hit him in the gun or something like that, which his gun did get taken out. So I'm pretty sure he did get hit with an HE shell in the gun. Or he just got shot with an AP shell and it damaged his gun. But he didn't do enough damage to take him out. He only did about 120 out of the 160. So GW Tiger running for his life. No, he's stationary. No, here he goes. Now he's moving. Last guy left in this epic battle. 7 kills already for Peter VP, and that's the end of the game. Oh my god, 7,200 damage. That it was pretty epic, and I kind of expect this stuff from the E75 because it's such a beast. I just wanted to show you, I have been bashing heavies a lot, but there are still a couple of good heavies left out there that get lots of bounces. I wish I could see the potential. Actually, I can. Let me get the plate for this as we watch the beginning of the next replay. Hold on a second. Here's the second game in this video, and I forgot to sing I'm Bringing Sexy Back. I wonder if I can get a copyright hit for that for just singing it. I don't think I can. Yeah! So, but this is a pretty sexy tank. It just came out in 8.10. This was sent to us by Master Squiddy and approved by one of the new approvers, Bandito. So, am I still in like No, that's single times. This thing has really good mobility. It's pretty excellent mobility. The gun is pretty awesome. It's got 8 PCR as a standard round here at 258 pen, which is pretty redonkulous. I don't think APCR gets normalization though, so 250 pen I don't think is actually as good as it would be in an AP shell. So he's just kind of surveying the field here. This tank, I think this is the STB1, right? So, nope, yes, but no dice. And wow, getting trolled already, raffle trolled by the TDs. So, yep, there's another raffle troll shot. Let's see, so this is the STB1. It's the Tier 10 Japanese medium tank that just came out. This tank was developed in 2018 and first saw action in 2024 during World War III. And that's really why it's in a World War II tank game, is because, you know, it's a World War III tank, and it's from a world war. That's all that really matters, right? I mean, that's what we're going with, right? Anyway, a lot of people think this tank shouldn't be in the game because it was developed so late. It's got so many armor characteristics from stuff that was way after World War II that people are like, what's the point of this tank in the game? And I can kind of understand that. I think the biggest thing for me is, why do you need a Japanese line? The Japanese were not known for tanks or whatever. I mean, they had some, I'm sure, but they weren't really known for tank combat, so I don't understand why you would need them in the game. I mean, I do understand why you would need them in the game as far as from a planes perspective, and so if you wanted to have a full range of stuff for them to do, then yeah. The problem really is that they don't have a full lineup of tanks. So how do you solve that problem of, you know, they're in the game and they have lots of Navy and lots of Air Force, but really nothing to do with tank warfare, you know? So that's kind of why this is in. The 110 getting raffled here. Oh, there we go. There's the list of damage. Nice. Nice. Actually, no, that can't be the list of damage. That's who's left, right? Hit points left. There you go. Oh, you can see it's getting updated as people get hit. That's cool. I don't know if that's the enemies or the friendlies, but actually we should be able to see with the E100 should be on top, right? That is the enemy team. So that's pretty sweet. T-62A, great Tier 10 medium tank. Although, now that these kind of, you know, these more modern style mediums are coming in, I'm not sure how long it's going to keep that place it has pretty much on the pedestal of really one of the best mediums in the game. JPZ E100 basically Death Starring him in the face. So the replay up to this point is really not that good. It's at the end. Toward the end, it gets really good. Really, really good. Masters really make some good decisions toward the end of the game. So as you can see, the allies in the city are really just handling these guys. They're just jacking these noobs up. Oh yeah, this is on Ensk Encounter, if I didn't say it previously. This is a really fun map. I like this map in either mode. I've always liked this map. Here's a T-29 with side armor sticking out. I don't know why that would happen. Also, I was kind of wondering, how is a Tier 7 in a game with Tier 10s? I think he's platooned. Yes, with a T-34, which still doesn't explain. Well, I guess the T-34 can get in Tier 10 games. But I thought maybe Matchmaker would try to get them both to be in the same game. So he's coming through the city here. It's kind of helping clean things out. Got a lot of friendlies still over here. The 890 line is dominated by the enemy TDs. Just raffle trolling everyone. As you can see, they got 3 Tier 10 TDs with 5 kills, which is not unusual or anything. I think that's fairly average, or maybe poor even. So there's some few nice hits on the 268, which, as we saw last week, can really ruin your day if you just let him do whatever you want. He's got pretty much no armor. I like Melties for that. It's showing us what armor they have, where he shoots, so we don't have to guess. Or I don't have to guess. Because I hate guessing at how much armor people have. Here's something interesting. You see there's no armor profile at the bottom for what your angle is. So there's no... They must not have updated that for 8.10. They don't have all the specs. So he's going back toward town because basically the enemy team, well, they do have more tanks. The enemy team has, I want to say, better tanks. Let's see, 2 Tier 10, no? 3 Tier 10s and we got a E75 on the friendly team still. E100's all right. If you're shooting gold, it's pretty cool. The JPZ E100 is a good tank, but it reloads really slow and it barely moves. So you got to be really careful with it. The T95 is the same thing. Looks like the T95. Oh, good. They just worked over that JPZ E100 or the T110E3. T110E3 and E4, really awesome TDs. I like the one with the mobile turret. Just because it gives you more options, but I think it doesn't have as nice of an armor layout. I think that's how it works. Let me know. I don't have either of those tanks. I'm not even sure when I'm going to get them. I still haven't worked on that line in a while. Probably need to buy, I think it's the T28 Pro. Boom! Nice big hit in that Object 704. But you know, right now I'm working on a couple of Russian TDs. The SU-152 and the SU, I can't remember the name of it. It's the newer line. It's a tier 7 off the newer of the Russian TD line. You know, it's funny, the Russians don't have any autoloaders, do they? Are they like the only guys that don't? Who else doesn't? And yes, so the E4 has the rotating turret. And I should have looked down to see what kind of armor that guy was getting. It's not in the front, so it doesn't really help, but... And can he make it through? Yes, he can. So the coolness hasn't really happened yet. He is moving all over the map, which is good. Working over the enemy, trying to corral them, basically. Which is kind of what you need to do with TDs, is give them enemies all around them so they just have nowhere to turn their good armor. So 20 millimeters of armor there. At least the Russian TDs, even though they had insane laser guns. And boom. Oh, that should have been a free kill right there. It bounces off the crazy, gets a crazy Russian bounce. And yeah, 44 millimeters is not bouncing anything. T95 moving up. Luckily, he's got masters to support because that T95 is too slow to really be by itself. Again, another troll shot off 20 millimeters of armor. What is going on here? We're getting Russian troll bounces. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm sure it's because Melty's does not have the armor profile of every angle of the tank. T95 gets the shot anyway and gets the kill. That's all that really matters, is the guy's dead, and you move on to the next target. So it's 2v2 here now. It's a STB-1 and a T95 versus the JPZ E100 and the I think it's the E4. Right? That's an E4. And it looks like the 100 is capping, and I bet you the E4 is going around the back. So this shouldn't be that big of a deal for Masters to take care of this guy, as long as he jumps him just right, because the E100 has really, really bad traverse. So the E100 setting up for... Oh, he is! Oh, track him! Oh, he's probably going for a track right there. Didn't get it. Didn't get the track. The T95 needs to hurry up. What is he doing? He's going all the way around. I don't know why. Well, I guess he's doing it right. So he's got the super zoom out mod on this thing, which I hope we have. I didn't actually check that. So the two questions I have for Blackshot is, or Gopher, do we have the super zoom out, and do we have the 25 times zoom in? Those are really two really awesome things about the last mod pack, the version 8.9. So 8 shells left. Still hasn't shot a round of heat as far as I'm aware. What's the heat round give you since we're just sitting here waiting? 330 pen. Nice. So there's the E4. I'm sure he's going to try to finish off that T95. Yes, he does. From behind, finishes him off, and that's what she said, I hope. So, boom! Oh, he's on fire, but he had the auto fire extinguisher, and he only gets 1 tick of fire damage. Auto fire extinguisher for credits, again, in my opinion, one of the things that should not be in the game. Also, what I wanted to show you, and the reason that is just because fire's pointless now. I mean, I don't know. They really just need to move the fire message to the first message you get, and then you have to use your fire extinguisher, right? You have to click it, because that takes a little bit more time. You get a couple more, you know, damage ticks. But one cool thing that Masters is doing right here is he's got a regular repair kit loaded and a jumbo repair kit loaded, or a large repair kit that will repair all your mods. So that's kind of cool. He's got 2 repair kits. It's kind of neat. The one thing he doesn't have, though, is he has to give up a fire extinguisher to do it. So I'm not sure if I would do that. I guess it depends on how often you're relying on those repair kits. I would almost never use 2 in one game. I much more prefer the fire extinguisher than an extra repair kit, but to each his own. And I actually didn't even think that you could, I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about it. Of course you can do that. So here's where he's really getting awesome. Really doing a great job. Now there's 2 guys here. The E4 has some mobility to... Oh, and he gets a... Oh, no, he got hit. He got hit right there. Here comes the Death Star. I know that's not called a Death Star. Let's call it Death Star Jr. Does not get a shot. So he's got... Definitely has the mobility advantage. The thing is, though, it's not 1v1 here. If it was a 1v1 fight, Masters would easily be able to take out the last guy. It'd be a no-brainer. But here we've got two giant-sized TDs, one with a turret, and the guy with the turret has... Well, for jumbo TDs, it has decent mobility. The Death Star, I mean, the Death Star Jr. is not going to really do anything about Masters driving all over him. But he's got plenty of time here. He's got 4 minutes. He's definitely going to be going for a kill, not a cap. He's got to kill those guys because he's not going to have enough time to cap once he actually gets them off the cap. They aren't going to get off the cap anyway. You're going to have to kill them. So he's trying to get a spot, I think. He's trying to get a spot. But he's coming all the way around. It's from different angles of attack here, so they don't know where he's coming from. They've got to cover all the angles, and there really are a lot of angles to cover. And he's trying to rotate around. Gets a bounce off that nice turret. Oh, man, you get shot. This game's over. Let's hit him in the turret, though. He's loaded now. And no dice in the cupola. Did not get a cupola shot right there. I thought this thing was pretty accurate, but apparently not in all cases. And boom! Takes out the E4. Now all he has to deal with is that JPZ E100. So this tank, definitely awesome. It's got 1 APCR shell left. This tank is just, it's one of those beast tanks that everybody should have. The armor profile, if I remember correctly, is pretty good on this thing as well. I mean, it's not an E75 or anything, obviously, but it's really awesome, and it's got really nice angling even on the side of the turret. Look at all that angling. And that's because it was developed, you know, in 2018, like I was saying. That's why it's got all that nice armor and everything. And the JPZ E100 is basically a World War II tank. Maybe more like a 1948 tank. So this is a 2024 tank versus a 1948 tank. So that's probably, you know, we kind of figure what's going to happen here. The 1948 tank's obviously going to win. So again, Masters trying to move around here. Whoa, he could get hit by him right here. That was just ballsy move right there, but you got to do something, right? I'm not sure if he spotted because I'm not sure if he's got 6th sense. I can't wait to get 6th sense on more tanks. I don't know what he was doing here. He probably thought he could get through there, but he can't. Luckily, this thing has nice mobility. And he's got 150 left on the clock here. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. 20 seconds at least on cap. 40 seconds, I mean. And, oh, he's got him from behind. This is it. It's from behind. Track. Yes, track. I didn't see any damage. You've got this, dude. You've got this. Just play smart. Yes, there's some damage. Play it smart. Play it cool. Don't get up close to him. He'll push you. He'll scrape you off. And boom, he hits him again. Now he's being smart. If you drive up to that guy, he'll scrape you off on the side of the building. And I wish I could show that to you. In fact, one of the approvers, please send me a replay in where a big old TD scrapes a guy off on a building, if you know what I mean. And oh my God, he's just keeping him locked down. Keeping him locked down. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect execution right here. Nice job, Masters, winning the game for his team. Really awesome game there. Let's talk about the end plates there. Actually, let's talk about the end plates for the E75 game. We never did that. Mastery, Spartan, Steel Wall, and Top Gun. 100,000 credits. Really awesome game. Laundry list opponent again. Lots of kills. Lots of spots, too, actually. Spots like half the team here. And that's why he gets 1,784 experience, because he had all those spots and he had all the damage. 7,223 damage. Pretty awesome. 7 kills. Third plate here, detailed report. Incoming potential damage, 11,000. Okay, guys? 11,000. E75 definitely has the armor to get the job done. With premium, makes only 9,000? Oh, because he shot all that gold. 76,000 gold spent on shells. Not the best thing that ever happened to a guy, right? But he used up all his AP first, so he only did that because he was, you know, shooting enemies. So probably he figured it was going to pay for itself. So let's look at Masters end plates here. Another 100,000 credit game. He only gets defender, but still a really awesome game. Gets only 3 kills, but look at all the hits on guys. Look at all the hits. Spots a couple guys. Let's look at his damage. 8,000 damage, 3 kills, 1,358 XP. That was second plate there. Third plate, incoming and potential damage, 2,300. So he got like 1 bounce, maybe 2 bounces, but pretty much no bounces for this thing, which is pretty expected on a tier 10. So he spends 68,000 credits because he shot some gold rounds there at the end, and only comes out with 14,000. Now, if he had not shot so much gold, he probably would have come out with like 50 or 60,000 on that game, and that's the way the cookie crumbles when you're using gold shells and consumables. So anyway, guys, that is this replay for this week. I am kind of behind a little bit on the replays. I realized that I sent replays out that were supposed to be for this week's recording, and I actually used them last week. That's why we've got this one last replay video to show you until next week. Next week I'll have a couple more replay videos coming out. So if you want to submit replays, send them to dgnetsubmissions@gmail.com, and I'll stay frosty, guys.